Let's learn how to use the toolbar in the viewer to modify a clip in my timeline. So in this case, I picked my fourth clip in my timeline, and let's go through the menu bar. The very first one is my enhance one. So if I click on it one time, what it does, it enhances my video and audio of my clip. My second button here, and I already turned on auto, allows me to do color balance. So I can do color balance automatically. I can do color match. This is an advanced feature which I'll cover in an appendix of this session. And so what that does, it takes one clip that I set up perfectly, allows me to copy the attributes of that particular clip and apply it to any other clip. And it will adjust it best it possibly can. Works very well when you want to match the color of between scene and scene that may have been shot over a varying period of time. And then we have our color grading, where we can actually change the values if we want to. You can see highlights, shadows, color, and then saturation. And then the most important button, reset. Reset off, back to go. Cropping. Cropping allows me to fit my image to my viewer, crop the fit. I can make it the size I need, or I can apply the Ken's burn effect. In this case here, I'm going to reverse these two. This is my starting area. Maybe make it a little smaller. And then we're going to end up with a wide screen. See how it looks. And it's slowly moving out. And you notice how it's a little jittery. The reason this is happening is the file is rendering in the background. Remember when we went to iMovie preferences here? And down below we said render files. Every time you modify a clip, it has to render it in place. So this is the latest preview you want. So if I made a change to Ken's burn effect, my last render file is useless. It's not going to be there, but it stays on my hard drive. It uses space, and sometimes it can get in the way of performance. So in this case, I don't have too many of them. I'm not going to bother deleting them out. My next tool is stabilization. Stabilization corrects shaky video. Now, you should never go out in the field without a tripod, a gimbal, or at least a selfie stick to hold your camera steady. But if you do have issues with your video is a little shaky, what we're able to do is try using this function and see how well it works. It varies widely between different video clips. Rule of thumb is, you shot shaky video, go back and reshoot the scene. If you can't reshoot the scene, at least we have something that will do its best job possible to fix it. Next to it, we have volume. So we can automatically control the volume, or we can lower the volume for other clips by turning this on. This is called ducking. So we have our soundtrack down below here. As we get to the dialogue, which is on our fourth clip, the music track will lower its volume. It gets to the transition, it'll come up and lower it when we get to the next clip. So by turning on lower volume for clips, it's called ducking, and it raises and lowers your volume automatically, so you don't have to fine tune it. Now you can, but you don't have to. Now we get into reduce background noise. If I turn this on, it's going to take any noise in the background. Maybe there was an air conditioner going or a fan. It has to be a constant sound okay, it'll actually pick it up and do the best it can to remove it. Now, sometimes it removes your dialogue also. So when you use this function, listen to it very carefully. If you hear some shrilly sound, it's only going to get worse as you compress your video to share it later on down the road. And then we have different equalization. I can say I want to enhance my vocals, or enhance my music, or loudness, or boost bass, or reduce it. So I have some basic equalization built in. We have our speed control. Go on my fourth clip, I can go to say slow, and you'll notice that now the clip has a tortoise in it. It's lengthened because we expanded its time. Go back to normal, and it's just the opposite for fast. Now it's shorter with a little rabbit in there. I will do a whole section on how to use speed control in iMovie for the desktop. And then we have our filters. We have built-in filters here that I can add, say, vintage to the clip, which is not something I want to do. So come back, hit none. And I can do the same thing for audio. I have all kinds of different audio. So if I want to... So again, we have some really nice features built into filter. Not only can change the video part of it, we can also change the audio portion of it. In this case, I'm going to hit none. And then the last piece here is our information piece. No matter what clip we click on, it tells you the name of the clip, the date it was shot, the time, and I need to do a time shift over here. I believe it's under modify. I don't have it selected, but adjust time and date stamp. This was shot in Thailand, and now I'm actually editing in California. It's a little different. Same that goes to a still image. We can look at the still image and the duration of it, and we can actually go in there and we can actually say we want it 6 seconds long, and the clip will actually expand to 6 seconds. So there's some pretty powerful features built into it. So in review, enhance audio and video, color balance, color correction, cropping, fit to trim, Ken Burns, stabilization, audio controls, reduce noise in the background and equalizer, speed control and speed ramp, filters, and then lastly your information. And I can reset them all to go back to go.